I built this landing page using Gemini 3.0 in just few minutes with one prompt, and I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do this for your product, so you can basically copy me and build amazing landing pages like this that are not only beautiful, but that actually sell. And we're gonna follow this step-by-step guide, which is also in my free resources in the link below. So feel free to grab it so you can follow step-by-step with me during this tutorial. Alright, so we're gonna start with actually writing the copy for landing page. So before we get to design, we will start by writing the copy. And in the resources, you have the gem that will help you do it. So in essence, it's just gonna chat with you, and let's dive deep into how I built this landing page. So my idea was that I want to build an app for digital nomads, like a bank, that takes care of tax residence, headaches, ads. And basically it's working in a way that it's just gonna walk you through 25 questions and you keep answering them, and the result will be the prompt that it will output you, the prompt that you will use for AI to write copy for you, because obviously we don't want to write it ourselves. And I built quite a good prompt, I think, to create the copy that you can see here. So yeah, and it's gonna divide the page into sections so it actually sells. So now I'm gonna engage in a conversation and come back to you in a second. Alright, so after having the conversation, AI has full context about your idea, and now it can output the prompt that we will use. So you can see like you're an elite conversion copywriter, and we have all the business context, target audience, a competitive landscape, etc., etc. So if you want to, feel free to pause it and see it, but you don't have to even inspect the prompt, just use this gem so it's easier for you. Again, it's in the resources for free. And now let's copy this prompt, and we're gonna go and create the copy for this page. For this, I will use Gemini, a Gemini 3.0 preview. Now you can use it in Google AI Studio, or you can just go ahead and use it in the Gemini app over here. The point is, we're using Gemini 3.0 because I find it that it really works well with structured instructions. So it works bad with vague instructions. A better model for that would be like Claude, for example, but with super specified instructions, the copy is quite good. And as you can see, we get the output, so we get the copy that we will put on our website. And as you can see, we already have the sections that the AI divides the page for us. So we have got the hero section, social proof, problem, solution, competitor comparison, security and trust, testimonials, etc., etc. And we've got the exact copy that we will place. So headline, the only digital bank built for life without a fixed address, stop juggling accounts, blah, 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 blah. Basically, we leave this copy for now and we will come back to it. So once we have the sections and we have the copy, we need to find a design that we like. So it would be quite hard to prompt the AI and just build the design like freely. And obviously you can do this, but if you want more control, there's this site, it's called Mobbin. And you just go here to sites and you can just look at different websites, how they are structured, how do they look. And basically what you need to do is just to look for a design that you like. So go into multiple pages, inspect the one that you like for your product, try to match the aesthetic. So for example, I like this one. So I go here, and by the way, you can use it totally for free. You just have to sign up and it's free. And now I go to visit site. Okay, and now I can see the website. It's pleasant, it's nice, right? I like the vibe of it. So I decided that I'm gonna use this as the inspiration for my landing page, because I'm building the bank for digital nomads. It's like the buildings that New York or like this corporate lifestyle, but here you're on the grass. So I just like the vibe of it. You know, you have to be a little bit creative with it, or just pick a random design, whatever you like to do. And now we will screenshot this entire website. Now you can do this manually and screenshot it manually, but if you're using Google Chrome, you can just download this Chrome extension that will do it for you. So if I click on this extension, as you can see, hands off, it just screenshots the entire website for me. So now we can see this long screenshot of the website. So why we do this is because we need to get the aesthetic, the branding, right? And for that, again, I try to make life easy for you. I've built another game, which again, the link is in the description, in free resources. So you just paste the screenshot here and you ask, please create the branding for this one. And let me just see if I copied it properly. All right, so you can just click here on the download button, and then you've got the screenshot. So now let me come back here and let me drag and drop this one here. All right, so now I just send it, wait a second for the AI to think, and you'll see what we get in a second. All right, so this is done, and now you can see we got a JSON object. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a structure that easily represents the data in a structured way. So like core aesthetic, and we've got the value. What is the core aesthetic? Genre tags, and we've got the values. So essentially we just describe it instead of using natural text. We describe it in a structured way. It's easier for AI to understand it, and it's better to build these profiles this way. So right now we've got, this is our brand aesthetic. So this JSON captures what we see here. So now we're gonna again save this output. We will need it for later, and let's move to the next step. All right, amazing. So now that we've got our design, now that we've got our copy, our structure, we will actually need to go to building. So you can either use the Gemini in AI Studio, but for some reason, I find it works better in Cursor. Cursor is an AI tool that you can use to build these apps by just prompting it with using the chat. So you don't have to write any code. You can, but you don't have to. So you just will download it for your system, register for the tool. Okay, so now that you downloaded the tool, you will see something like this. So you're gonna go click here, open project, and just create a new folder for your project. So as you can see, I've run some tests before here, but I'm just gonna go to new folder. Let's name it LP3 for landing page, whatever, and you click open. So now you've got this folder open using this program Cursor, right? And as you can see here on the right, you have the chat, and here you can pick the model like in any other AI tool. So you just choose Gemini 3 Pro. And now we're gonna use all the outputs we got from previous steps. So again, in resources, you have the prompt for this, and we're just gonna go and copy paste this prompt. And as you can see, this prompt is basically about building the landing page. So here we specify the role for the AI to what role to embrace. Here we've got the sections that the landing page should have. And here we want to replace this value with what we've got from the step before. So we've got now replaced with the copy. So here we place the copy. So let's remove this. Let's go back here. And as you remember, we've got this copy here, right? So we just go here, copy as markdown, go back to our tool, and we Control F or Command, and we just copy paste it here. So we've got our copy in our prompt. And let me scroll down so you can see everything. There's still the copy here, still the copy, still the copy. And now we also have the second placeholder, and you have replaced with the branding guidelines from step 6. So remember the JSON object that I showed you? This is what we're gonna use now. So if you click here on this button, copy paste it, go back to Cursor, and paste it here. We've got the branding here described, and now we've got our prompt ready. So we've got the landing page, we've got the copy, we've got the branding. Now we can send it and let the magic happen to see what Gemini will build for us. So now what you will do is basically click here, just accept everything. We won't inspect really code here. It will need to install some dependencies for it to work. It's the same thing that Gemini is doing in the AI Studio. You just have to click accept here. I mean, technically you don't have to. There's an option for it to run automatically like in AI Studio. Okay, so let it build the page and let's see what happens in a second. Okay, so while Gemini is building it, Gemini, or however you want to call it, I just wanted to show you that it will create a to-do list, sort of, and it will just go step by step and execute on it. Like, hence here, I'm not doing anything. We're just gonna have to wait a few minutes now for it to build the landing page, as it's a lot of code to write for the agent. So let it work for a couple of minutes, probably around 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and inspect the results. Alright guys, so after 2 minutes of waiting, we can see that it's done and it explained what it did. So now it gives us this command to run the app. So we're just gonna copy paste it and we're gonna go to this URL and see how it looks. Alright guys, so we've got this landing page and now this is something that I want to show you, which is super important. And we're gonna compare two things because as you can see on already the deployed version, which we're gonna do in the next step, don't worry, we can see there's image here, right? And here we've got no image. We've just got these numbers. This is why, like, we specifically said in the prompt to leave placeholder for images, because we want to generate the assets that represents the value of our brand. And I find it better to do it manually. So if we, for example, scroll down here, again, there's no image here. But if you scroll down here on the finished version, you can see the image, right? Again, scroll down here, here should be the next image. And here we've got the image. So it's really useful because we have the placeholder with the sizes. So Gemini did it for us. And now we just have to replace the images. Now I will show you how I did that. For that, again, we have the prompt again in the resources. So let me just show you how I did this. I'm not gonna run the prompt again, but I basically took the screenshot from the website that we inspected. So I took the screenshot of this website and I sent the prompt that you have in the resources. Role assignment, task, and now here we're using Nano Banana, another Google model for generating images. And I describe what I want. I want a pixel art landscape composition featuring a city skyline position, blah, 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 blah. Basically, I describe it in normal human language what I want. Then I say to use the reference image and to use the brand JSON that we defined in step number 2 or 3 it was, I believe. And then the output that we got is this image. So look at this image. How beautiful is it? And it was generated for us by Nano Banana. So now that I've got it, I just click on download it. I go back to cursor and I drag and drop it here into assets. So I drag and drop it here. As you can see, it's here. And then I just prompt Gemini to replace this photo. So I say, hey, please replace all placeholders with images. And I believe I even prepared this prompt for you too. So you don't have to write it manually. I'm just going to write it out because it's really simple. Hey, please replace all placeholder with real images in correct aspect ratios. I put the images into SRC assets. I'll do it for hero, final CTA, this. Okay, I think this is enough. Hey, please replace all placeholders with real images in correct aspect ratios. We've got 3 images. Make sure you leave no placeholders. Run npm at the end to confirm the app is ready. And I just can go here and go assets. And now we just wait and it will actually put the images that we drag and drop into cursor. It will put the images in the placeholders we did before. So as you see, I don't edit the code manually. I just prompt it and you have all the prompts ready. So essentially what you have to do is go to the resource, copy the prompt, and that's all. That's basically all you have to do. So now let's wait a couple of seconds for it to finish. Again, it processes the to-do list. Now it's modifying the files to put the images. Alright guys, and it's done. Now that you go to the page, you can see the images here. Our app is also showcased here. We've got all the copy here. And finally, we've got the final image here. So we've got everything ready. The landing page is ready to be deployed. So now let me show you. I'm just running the command to see if there are no other issues. And I want to show you how to deploy this page. So we're gonna go to Netlify. This is like the one that I already deployed. But here, all you basically do is you just have to drag the folder here. It's that simple. So you go to Netlify link, which is also in the resources, and you drag and drop. So let me open the folder, this folder, I drag and drop it here and just wait, and the page will be deployed in a second. And here we are. Once it's ready, you just click here on this link, you open this, and here you are. This is the public landing page. So deploying means going with this page to the public, so your mom, grandma, or friend or customers can see the website on the internet. So right now, if you've got the product, you've got the landing page that actually sells. And it took me some time to figure out this approach. And this is because it's easy to build a well-designed landing page with Gemini, but it's not that easy to actually place it with, so it sells, you know? So that's why we divided it into sections. We've got the headlines, we've got the features, the problem, we've got the solution, we showcase the app, we've got all the features here, we've got the reviews, we've got some data backing this up, we've got our offer, we've got our CTA, we've got frequently asked questions, we've got the footer, we've got everything that good landing page should have. So this is the complete tutorial. Again, if it was for you hard to follow and you want to take it more slowly, there's the resource in the link below. Other than that, enjoy and hope your products sell well.